Marcus Buckingham is a global researcher, thought leader, and internationally renowned business expert focused on unlocking people's strengths, increasing their performance, and pioneering the future of how people work. A former senior researcher at Gallup organization, he now guides the vision of ADP Research Institute as head of People Plus Performance, having jump-started the strengths movement that has helped millions at work and in life. He is routinely lauded by such corporations as Toyota, Facebook, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, and Disney. Buckingham is the author of 9 books. His latest release, 9 Lies About Work, a free-thinking leader's guide to the real world, takes an in-depth look at the lies that pervade our workplaces and the core truths that will help us change it for the better. Beth Comstock is the former GE Vice Chair and CMO, where for 2 decades, she led efforts to transform a process-heavy culture to a faster, more agile, and inventive one. Prior to GE, Beth was president of integrated media at NBC Universal, overseeing the company's digital efforts, including early development of Hulu.com. Listed on Forbes' 100 Most Powerful Women, Beth helps incubate new companies and advises business leaders to accelerate growth and innovation. She's also a director for Nike, a top 10 LinkedIn influencer, and her first book, Imagine It Forward: Courage, Creativity, and the Power of Change, offers lessons from a life of continual transformation that inspire others to embrace our rapidly changing world. Michael Todd is the lead pastor of Transformation Church in Tulsa, Oklahoma. When a social media account tweeted a grainy 10-minute cell phone video from a sermon Todd preached on his experience at Transformation Church back in 2017, the post received over 2 million views in 48 hours. In keeping with Transformation Church's aspiration to reach their community, city, and world in a relevant and progressive way, Todd's talks are now widely watched on social media. With continued growth and crazy faith, Michael and his wife Natalie were able to lead Transformation Church in acquiring the Spirit Bank Event Center in 2019, which expanded their reach to over 5,000 people in physical attendance and over 20,000 people online every week. Todd is releasing his first book in April 2020, Relationship Goals. More than 20 million people have turned to recovering awkward person and human behavior hacker Vanessa Van Edwards to learn the science of succeeding with people. As founder and lead investigator at Science of People, Vanessa developed a science-based framework and actionable tools to improve your EQ, interpersonal communication, and leadership. Her innovative work has been featured on CNN, BBC, CBS, Fast Company, and Entrepreneur magazine, and she regularly teaches science-backed people skills to companies around the world, including Google, Facebook, Comcast, and Microsoft. Hundreds of thousands of students have taken Vanessa's communication courses, and her best-selling book, Captivate: The Science of Succeeding with People, has been translated into 15 different languages.
With a proclivity to disrupt the status quo, TD Jakes is one of the most globally recognized influencers in business, education, film, and entertainment. With this earnest approach, Jakes has been able to reach millions of people from all socioeconomic backgrounds, races, nationalities, and creeds. Senior pastor of the Potter's House, a global humanitarian organization and 30,000-member church, Bishop Jakes' presence spans digital media, film, television, radio, and books, including his most recent books, Crushing and Planted with a Purpose, which both unpack how God turns pressure into power. A recognized expert in business strategy and leadership development, Rory Vaden is a New York Times best-selling author and Hall of Fame speaker. Rory's pioneering firm, Brand Builders Group, specializes in helping leaders become more respected, trusted, recognized, and influential. His insights have been featured in the Wall Street Journal, Forbes, CNN, Entrepreneur, Inc., on Fox News. Rory was named as one of the top 100 leadership speakers in the world by Inc. magazine, and Entrepreneur magazine calls him one of the world's leading productivity thinkers. Rory's latest book is Procrastinate on Purpose: 5 Permissions to Multiply Your Time. As the head of global faith-based partnerships at Facebook, Nona Jones leads the company's work with faith-based organizations around the world. Nona was appointed to an executive role with a Fortune 100 company at only 23 years old. Since then, she has led award-winning initiatives in public affairs, brokered multi-million-dollar business deals, addressed the United Nations, and championed juvenile justice and education policy reform in the halls of Congress, all under the age of 35. Nona Jones is a rare combination of business executive, entrepreneur, media personality, author, preacher, and worship leader. She has been profiled by Essence Magazine as an under 40 woman to watch. Her new book, Success from the Inside Out, helps leaders choose not just empty success, but fulfilling success. Reaching millions of people through her writing and teaching, Lisa TerKeurst is the president of Proverbs 31 Ministries and founder of Compel Training, which help writers in all aspects of their journey through the 3 pillars of community, content, and connection. Lisa has been published in many publications, featured on Fox News, Oprah, and The Today Show, and has been awarded the Champions of Faith Author Award. She is the best-selling author of more than 20 books, including It's Not Supposed to Be This Way and Uninvited. Her upcoming release, Forgiving What You Can't Forget, teaches how to move on, make peace with painful memories, and create a life that's beautiful again.
Albert Tate, senior pastor of Fellowship Church, held a variety of strategic pastoral leadership positions before founding the church in 2012, one of the fastest-growing multi-ethnic churches in the U.S. He also serves on the board of trustees for multiple organizations, including Azusa Pacific University, Fuller Youth Institute's Advisory Council, and the Global Leadership Network. A dynamic communicator, this 20-year ministry veteran is known to combine biblical challenge with humor. He is a sought-after guest speaker at universities and churches across the U.S. He was recently published in Letters to a Birmingham Jail, a response to the words and dreams of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. Amy Edmondson, Novartis Professor of Leadership and Management at the Harvard Business School, has been recognized by the biannual Thinkers 50 Global List of Top Management Thinkers since 2011. Named HR's 2019 Most Influential Thinker by HRMI, Amy is the author of 4 books, including Teaming: How Organizations Learn, Innovate, and Compete in the Knowledge Economy, exploring why teamwork is so important in today's organizations and why it's so challenging. Her most recent release, The Fearless Organization: Creating Psychological Safety in the Workplace for Learning, Innovation, and Growth, offers practical guidance for teams and organizations who are serious about finding success in today's modern economy. Brazilian soccer legend Ricardo Ezexon dos Santos Leite, famously known as Kaká, is one of only 8 players in history to have won the Ballon d'Or, the FIFA World Cup, and the UEFA Champions League. As the first sportsperson to amass 10 million followers on Twitter, he's considered one of the most famous athletes in the world. Starting his professional career as an attacking midfielder at the age of 18 with the Brazilian football club São Paulo FC, he quickly became a critical member of the Brazilian national team. Before retiring in 2017, Kaká spent most of his famed career with AC Milan and playing for Real Madrid. Additionally, he captained the inaugural campaign of the MLS's Orlando City Football Club as its first designated player. Listed to Time's 100 Most Influential list for 2 consecutive years, he is also a UN ambassador for the World Food Program. A role model for her generation, Sadie Robertson shares messages of hope through her writing, live original speaking tour, social platforms, and media appearances. Robertson's podcast, Whoa, That's Good, reached more than 1 million unique downloads after only 15 episodes. Her blog has reached more than 2 million people in over 195 countries, and her Instagram posts reached 3.3 million. Committed to philanthropy, she launched a campaign to inspire her generation to make a difference, her current focus being ending world hunger in partnership with organizations, including World Vision. Her books, Live Original and Live Fearless, made it to the New York Times bestseller list, and her most recent release is Live.
Dr. Tomas Chamorro Premuzic is an international authority in psychological profiling, talent management, leadership development, and people analytics. His work focuses on the creation of science-based tools that improve organizations' ability to predict performance and people's ability to understand themselves. He is currently the Chief Talent Scientist at Manpower Group, co-founder of Deeper Signals and Meta Profiling, and professor of business psychology at University College London and Columbia University. Over the past 20 years, he has consulted to a range of clients including JP Morgan, HSBC, Goldman Sachs, Google, BBC, Twitter, P&G, the British Army, United Nations, and World Bank. He has received many awards in his field, written 10 books and over 150 scientific papers, making him one of the most prolific social scientists of his generation. We are pleased to welcome back Paula Ferris to the summit stage. Paula is a senior national correspondent at ABC News and host of the popular podcast Journeys of Faith with Paula Ferris, which gives an intimate look at how some of the world's most influential people lean on faith and spirituality to guide them through the best and worst of times. Previously, this Emmy Award-winning journalist was the co-anchor of Good Morning America Weekend Edition, as well as a co-host of ABC's The View. Paula returns for the second year as our notable GLS interviewer and will also share her leadership journey in the high-stakes world of broadcast journalism, as well as leadership insights from a recent book release, Called Out: Why I Traded 2 Dream Jobs for a Life of True Calling. Craig Rochelle is the founder and senior pastor of Life Church, an innovative church meeting in multiple U.S. locations and globally online. Known for its missional approach utilizing the latest technology, Life Church is the creator of the YouVersion Bible app, downloaded in every country worldwide. Rochelle was named in the top 10 U.S. CEOs for small and mid-sized companies by Glassdoor. Traveling the world as a champion of the Global Leadership Summit, Craig Rochelle advocates to grow leaders in every sector of society. He speaks frequently around the world and hosts the Craig Rochelle Leadership Podcast with over 1.5 million downloads a month. He is a New York Times best-selling author, and his latest book is Dangerous Prayers.